Welcome to Mindray A9 Anesthesia System virtual launch event. I'm very excited to unveil this new groundbreaking device with all of you today. Looking back on the past 10 years, Mindray has been consistently committing ourselves to produce high-quality anesthesia machines that provide an extraordinary user experience. By bringing true value to our customer, Mindray has received lots of great feedback, and our business growing at a remarkable rate these years. Today, we are very proud to see that Mindray is one of the top 3 anesthesia suppliers in the world, serving more than 150 countries and regions all across the world. As the founder of Mindray Anesthesia, I must say that I'm very lucky and honored to be part of this exciting history. I was involved in the development of every anesthesia machine of Mindray and witnessed how this great device were brought into the world, including A9 and A8. When we were designing the A9 and A8 anesthesia system, our team have traveled all over the world, from Europe to North America, China to Australia, to listen to our customer. I would like to say thank you to all these experts who have shared their valuable suggestions and clinical insight with us. Thanks to their contribution, we have managed to create such a customer-oriented and a revolutionary product. When we were talking with many clinical experts, we realized that anesthesia safety still remains a big concern to everybody, from patient to anesthesiologist, and impact even the environment. So we start thinking, how do we transform conventional anesthesia machine into something different? Something that can ensure patient safety all the way from induction to recovery. How do we free anesthesiologists' hands from frequent intervention and reduce their stress and workload so that they can focus more on their patient? How do we minimize anesthetic gas and energy consumption to protect medical staff and the ecosystem that we all live in? The answer for all these questions is a new generation of Mindray high-end anesthesia system, the A9 and A8. It brings anesthesia safety to another level like never before. It's all-round safety. It allows better healthcare to be accessible for all. So, are you excited to see it? I can't wait to explore more of this brand new anesthesia system. Now, Casey will take you there.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. It's a privilege that you would do the introduction. My name is Kizzy Stavast, and I'm an anesthetist myself, and my role at Mindray is a European anesthesia business manager. I'm really excited to introduce the new anesthesia platform A8 and A9 to you all. Now let's take a look at the video, shall we? Wow, what do you think about that? I hope that gives you a really good impression of our brand new A9 anesthesia device. We have managed to integrate many features to enhance the safety to your patients. This makes it possible to enhance your productivity and care for your patient instead of caring for your anesthesia device. I believe the A9 will bring you a completely new interoperability experience. Let me walk you through these features one by one. Today, we still observe in approximately 56% of patients an inadequate pre-oxygenation. Patients with a high risk of poor oxygenation can be found amongst the obese, pediatric, pregnant and critically ill patients, as well as patients with a difficult airway. During the performance of pre-oxygenation with room air and a traditional face mask, we have 1 to 2 minutes of apnea time before desaturation. Adding up to 15 or 20 liters of oxygen, this apnea time will be prolonged to 8 minutes. However, if we use a high-flow nasal cannula oxygen therapy, or HFNC, we have the safest way of pre-oxygenation, and the apnea time can be up to 30 minutes before desaturation sets in. Besides the pre-oxygenation for intubation, HFNC can also be used in some short-term tubeless anesthesia, such as ENT surgery and procedural sedation. It's simple, safe, and it works. When we use the A9 integrated technology of the high-flow nasal cannula oxygen therapy, we have a built-in design to remove clutter and save space by not having an additional device in the OR. HFNC also has a fresh gas flow rate of more than 60 liters per minute, even up to 100 liters of oxygen and air mixture per minute. The HFNC feature is there where you need it. It's directly accessible with clear digital indications of flow and the set mixture. Next to the HFNC, it also offers a traditional connection of oxygen masks or oxygen catheters. This is made possible through an integrated double connector. To summarize, with the HFNC feature, we can extend safe apnea time to 30 minutes. It helps clinicians to intubate more easily and offer an electronic mixture of oxygen and air with a maximum flow up to 100 liters per minute. But this is only the beginning. The A9 will amaze you more as we explore further features. Let me ask you, would you like to have a more stable level of anesthesia and reduce your interaction with the device and reduce cost? Well, here is a feature to do just that. Introducing Automatic Controlled Anesthesia, ACA. It will automatically adjust the fresh gas and vaporizer output to quickly achieve the preset target of end-tidal anesthetic agent and inspiratory oxygen concentration. With this automatic control versus manual control, we can ensure a more stable level of anesthesia and increase the time of maintaining the end-tidal anesthetic agent concentration within the desired range by 30%. We can also reduce the user interaction of fresh gas and vaporizer adjustments by more than 50%. Last but not least, by minimizing the consumption of anesthetic agents by 40%, we can reduce cost. Automatic controlled anesthesia offers you a safer maintenance during the anesthetic procedure and significantly reduces your workload. But we are not done yet. What do you think about this? If we look at anesthesia-related complications, more than 30% are caused by post-operative pulmonary complications, especially in cardiac thoracic surgery or obese patients. We provide you with a powerful protective ventilation toolkit to prevent these PPCs, as we like to call them. The A9 integrates transpulmonary pressure monitoring. This is an independent monitoring for esophageal pressure to support customized ventilation settings for each individual patient. We can titrate the optimal PEEP by keeping the end expiratory transpulmonary pressure above 0. This to avoid alveolar collapse. Furthermore, we can limit the tidal volume or peak pressure by keeping the end inspiratory transpulmonary pressure under 25 centimeters of water to avoid barotrauma. The provided lung recruitment tool is called Recruitment Pro. It offers sustained inflation as a one-step recruitment and PEEP incremental as a multi-step recruitment. We can even schedule the recruitment intervals automatically, 30 minutes for example, to make the recruitment more efficient during the long-term surgery. This powerful tool gives you a complete overview of all parameters in one glance. In one display you will find real-time values and trend of peak pressure, expired tidal volume, compliance, pressure volume and flow volume loops before, during and after the recruitment maneuver. To summarize, with these tools we can really optimize and customize the ventilation settings for each individual patient. Again, providing more safety for the patient at all stages of the anesthesia procedure and surgical intervention. Taking the safety concept even further, we developed a ventilation mode called AMV, which stands for Adaptive Minutes Ventilation. This ventilation mode can cover the entire process from intubation to extubation. It responds to the patient's breathing pattern automatically, covering all phases of ventilation with an easy switch over between controlled ventilation and spontaneous breathing without any extra adjustments. The A9 also provides NMT, neuromuscular transmission monitoring, which can provide you with a safer recovery and avoid the risk of having a residual neuromuscular block. The NMT module helps decision-making of endotracheal intubation and extubation. It also reduces the risk of muscle relaxant residue, thus improving patient outcomes and, as I've mentioned before, patient safety. We have already seen some awesome features, but there's still more to come. Thus far we have been talking about a higher level of safety for our patients, but there's more to it. What about the safety of you and I, the healthcare professional? Is it not as important that we strive to develop devices that reduce workload and prevent misjudgment and/or human errors? In the upcoming minutes we will talk about these features, which you'll find on our new anesthesia platform A9. It's all-round safety. We have been able to develop a classic look and feel combined with high-tech features and a very intuitive user interface. This combination offers a peace of mind to medical professionals navigating a user-friendly and smart machine. Let us take a closer look at the additional features that make our lives during everyday practice easier. With the busy schedule in the OR, time is of the essence. To ensure that an anesthesia device is safe to use, it must be tested before using it. The time factor and being too complicated to use are the two most important problems for not performing the proper pre-use check. We designed our pre-use system check to be fully independent and automated, thus having no impact on the busy schedule in the OR. It might run during the night or in the early morning. You can set it the way you want it. The automatic system check is very comprehensive and follows the ASA guidelines, including vaporizer, AGSS and leakage tests, to ensure proper functioning. The test is fast, all checks are completed within 3.5 minutes, and the test is also simple and there is no manual intervention needed during the system check. To ensure a good look and feel, we decided to implement a classic panel design with all known features such as check valves, the APL valve, auto manual switch, the manual breathing bag and a classic pressure gauge. A nice feature that draws attention is the illumination around the APL valve. This lights up when the A9 is switched into the manual mode, making the current working mode more obvious. With the first introduction of our electronic vaporizers, we opened the path towards automatic controlled anesthesia. The vaporizers are easy to remove and refill. This can be done during usage. As medical staff look at the monitor in 1 to 2 second glances, displays should be developed to optimize the information. This requirement is met by having a bigger size display for more information and with a higher resolution, so details can be seen more clearly. Lastly, another detail is that the A9 is equipped with a 360-degree vision. The screen can be fully rotated for an optimal visualization while sitting, or standing. Especially when you perform the anesthesia away from the head of the patient, or when the number of devices is preventing a good placement of the A9, this feature helps the user to be in control at all times. First tests have shown that our user interface is highly intuitive. Medical staff hardly needed any instructions to be able to work with the device. It is able to adapt to the different needs of anesthesia procedures and anesthesiologist preferences. The A9 has the possibility to customize the display and all its settings, ventilation mode settings and alarm functions according to the preferences. We offer up to 10 profiles, which can be named, stored and copied onto other A9 devices. And this helps you to find required settings fast and safe without losing much time, instead of setting all parameters individually every time with the risk of making mistakes. Besides the big main touchscreen, the A9 also comes with a system status screen. And this screen gives you the security of the functionality of your device. On this screen you will find the actual movement of the gases inside the breathing system, including occlusion, leakage and disconnection. For the proper gas supply, there are digital indicators for wall and cylinder gas connections. The status screen can also indicate the vaporizer status, and the last thing you can find on the screen is the AGSS status. Today we see that there is a need for integrating more and more devices into one workstation. IT solutions are becoming more important to archive and send data to the hospital information system, electronic patient files and so on. The A9 is fully prepared for these kind of requirements. It offers a flexible integration solution for monitoring, PDMS systems, IV pumps and ultrasound solutions. There are many mounting solutions available, and I'm sure we will find the best solution for your needs. The second part of the integration is regarding the connectivity and IT integration. The A9 is a full member of the connectivity platform at Mindray. It integrates within the patient monitoring, electronic medical record systems and hospital information systems, offering patient-centered information, integration and centralized display, with seamless data transfer that is paperless and efficient. We have almost come to the end of this launch presentation. One last thing I want to talk to you about is our environment and how Mindray and the A9 do their best to reduce adverse environmental effects. So it becomes evident that by lowering fresh gas flows we can reduce the agent usage and contribute to less pollution with waste anesthetic agents. The reduction of the fresh gas flows must be done in a safe way, the A9 way. First of all, we have integrated ACA, Automatic Controlled Anesthesia Function. This offers you the best reduction of waste gas with the least intervention from the medical staff. For situations in which you don't want or need the ACA function, we also have the optimizer. The optimizer indicates the optimal fresh gas flow rate, thus advising the clinician to use lower fresh gas flow and anesthetic agent. Secondly, the A9 also provides the flow pause feature to stop the fresh gas, ventilation and alarms temporarily. This prevents unnecessary leaks of anesthetic gases into the operating room during intubation, suction procedures and deconnection for repositioning the patient. We have saved the best for last. The A9 has a completely new designed eAGSS, and that's the abbreviation for Electronic Anesthetic Gas Scavenging System. With this feature, the scavenging flow rate is continuously monitored and indicates abnormalities during surgery. After ending the case, the eAGSS is switched off automatically to reduce energy consumption. After listening to all these features and hearing all the facts, we can really say that the new anesthesia platform with the A9 offers all-round safety by improving the peri-operative patient safety, having a user-friendly workflow to minimize human errors, and improving environmental safety. We'd like to thank you for joining us on this monumental day for Mindray, and we hope that you've enjoyed this experience with us. Please stay with us a little longer to talk to the experts and share your thoughts and excitement. We wish the new A9 a long and safe journey, setting a new standard for safer anesthesia care.
Hello, I'm Javier Silva. I'm an anesthetist at 12 Octubre Hospital in Madrid and one of the members of the transplant team in this center. We have been working with the A8 Mindray anesthesia machines for some months. What I think is the strongest point of this equipment is its capability to interconnect with different technologies, with different monitoring technologies. In general, I would consider this one of the best anesthesia machines that we can find today at this moment in the market.
Hi, my name is Cesare Gregoretti. I'm running a general intensive care unit here in Cefalù, Sicily. The new A9 anesthesia machine is not a conventional anesthesia machine. It's the high flow nasal therapy that can be used from the induction anesthesia as well as during the awakening process. So, in conclusion, I guess that with new A9 ventilator, the anesthesiology can improve the care of each patient during general anesthesia.
Greeting everyone. I am Prof. Shafri, President of Indonesian Society of Anesthesiologists and Intensive Therapy. Mindray A9 anesthesia machine as a solution, and the performance of the automatic controlled anesthesia function was fast and accurate. Congratulations to Mindray. I hope A9, A8 anesthesia machine could benefit anesthesia clinical work and improve the quality of patient outcome.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joselito Morete, a pediatric anesthesiologist. I have been using Mindray monitors and machine for more than 8 years, and it never failed my expectations. One of the features that I like most in Mindray anesthesia machine is the automatic controlled anesthesia. Congratulations Mindray for launching the A9 anesthesia system.
Hello, eu sou o Dr. Reinaldo Almeida, Sênior de Anestesiologia e diretor do Bloco Operatório no Centro Hospitalar Universitário Cova da Beira, em Covilhã, Portugal. A máquina de anestesia que está nas minhas costas é o LAT 65 Pro. É uma máquina robusta e tem uma ergonomia funcional apreciada pelos utilizadores. Verifico que esta adaptação para ventilação em cuidados intensivos já foi feita na nova máquina de anestesia 9 da Mindray, assim como esta nova máquina tem um ecrã maior, vaporizadores eletrónicos e controle automático de anestesia.
I'm Dr. Yahya Khater, Professor Emeritus of Anesthesiology, Cairo University, and I am very glad to be invited to participate in the launch of their new anesthesia workstation, the A9. The patient security, which can be accomplished by the new tidal volume adjustment, the use of the protective lung strategy. I'm very happy that Mindray developed this machine, and I'm sure that the success of it will help us much in accomplishing our duties in the safe management of our patients.
Thank you to our distinguished experts for their kind words. And thank you everyone for attending this exciting event with us. The development of A9 and A8 anesthesia machine has been driven by the collective wisdom of our talented engineers and the numbers of our experienced anesthesiologists from Europe, Australia, US, and China. It is their consistent dedication and fantastic innovation that brought this state-of-the-art anesthesia machine into the world. By integrating a series of cutting-edge technologies, the A9 and A8 will greatly enhance patient safety from pre-operative to post-operative care. With decades of clinical insights into anesthesia safety, it brings all-around safety not only for patients, but also for medical professionals and the environment. Earlier this year, when we were about to introduce A9 to our customer and partners, none of us had expected that the pandemic would put the entire medical community into such a challenging situation. It also delayed our original plan. Despite the need of social distance, today we are so glad to have the opportunity to meet all of you, the members of the medical community online, to review this new product, to celebrate together. The virus has never isolated us. In fact, it made us even more connected and determined, as it profoundly changes the way we communicate among the society. Being a leading medical technology innovator and an active member of the community, it is our responsibility to embrace the change, facilitate the communication and collaboration through medical technologies and the sharing of clinical experiences. Since the March, we have organized nearly 200 webinars with around 300,000 attendees worldwide. The first webinar was with doctors from Italy, Spain, and China, then expanding to many other countries and regions. I'm sure that many of you have been involved in helping the healthcare system in your country against COVID-19. While you are doing your part, Mindray is doing ours. We have provided hundreds of thousands of ventilators, patient monitors, and infusion pumps to medical facilities across the world. Our engineers have been working around the clock to install devices and train our customers to ensure we are saving lives with every effort. As the pandemic is not yet over, the well-being and the safety of our patients and communities are always our top priority. With our vision, better healthcare for all in mind, Mindray believes that by providing more advanced technologies, we will make our patients safer, recovering faster and better. Well, thank you again for joining us, and thanks to all our frontline heroes. Hopefully, we can see each other face to face in the near future. Until the day we meet again, I wish you and your loved ones health and safety.